All right, get ready. Not yet. Okay, now.
Hallelujah. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Good to see everyone that is here. May y'all continually bless us. We have our Torah reading service today, and therefore this is why we're delayed, and we're glad to see that everyone, those on the airways with us. I want to take this time to welcome in all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in the Philippines, those that's in Sierra Leone, and also in India. And where you may be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, when we as a people, a nation, a city, a species, or whatever you want to allocate us out to be, when we learn that as a whole, then are we ready for Yah's kingdom. See? And but nevertheless, God have allocated a certain time out for us to get ready. And those that don't get ready, it might not be so glorious a time. But for those who are preparing themselves and discipline themselves in this world, we look forward to a world wherein dwelleth what?
Righteousness. Hallelujah.
Therefore, we made our choice, and so we go forward from those things there, that it might be well with us, and that we might follow through on that end there. So we just thank each and every one, and we just ask that you watch over and follow through on what is going place, that's taking place. In our Israel update, there are many things that are going forth, and we'll be talking a little bit more about each one. But I want to kind of give rise to some of the things that are one of the main things that's going forth, that they will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. You know who else said that? That's right, USA. Our president. You know, so I say our president. y'all gotta get that. Yeah. Now this hey. But any decision that you make and anything that you're hey, you got to be able to stand the consequences. So now Iran come on out and just admitted that yes, we exceeded the uranium allocation enrichment quota. Yeah, we exceeded that, and we did that. We held it up until President Trump withdrew from the deal, and they kicked in, and so now they got a big quota. They're over. They got the uranium, and so he says, we got some weapons.
Yeah. They had that before Trump said that.
He said, well, no, according to the IEA,
this is what Trump pushed them into.
yeah, right. But into the international, nuclear examination people, they said that they was holding to the thing until our president withdrew from it. Sure. And not only that, then turn around, what do you expect? If you're gonna withdraw from a deal, and then you're gonna turn around and start kicking and messing with them.
Yeah, put them sanctions on them and everything.
Yeah. It was bad enough that they withdrew them, but then we're going to turn around and put some sanctions on them. Add more sanctions to them. And then what do you think they're going to do?
The only way to keep the United States up off you is to have an nuclear weapon. That's the only way to keep the United States at that. Only way. Yeah.
That's it. And I think North Korea is the one that done supplied them, and that's just my thinking. You know? Huh?
That wasn't surprising.
Yeah.
They do have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Well, Russia too, then.
Yeah. Russia's not gonna give us some.
Russia ain't too spoiled over because you know, but we see that. But Russia is gonna you know, Russia don't join in with doing something against them, you know, because they warned Israel about messing with the Iranians and stuff over. Well, they told Israel that you can attack them, you know, but we're not going to help you run the Iranians out of Syria.
Well, see, the reason why I said it because you know, Persia is going to be joined with God.
Oh yes,
If Russia is God,
I agree.
why wouldn't Russia?
I'm sure that it's gonna. I'm sure that this thing is this mounting up is definitely in Russia's favor.
Russia's not gonna give them the nuclear weapon.
See,
Because Russia's not going to violate the non-proliferation treaty. That's why. You gotta understand, there's a lot of treaties in play.
but North Korea said I ain't got to worry about none of y'all. That's why I said North Korea said I don't pay no attention to none of y'all. I don't want none of y'all shout. How do you think that President Trump is over there trying to be buddy with him and trying to
Believe everything you say.
yeah.
He's my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We have a good relationship.
Now all of a sudden now he has backed off of North Korea being denuclearized.
Yeah.
They say it's okay for North Korea to have a certain amount just as long as you don't go over a certain quota.
Yeah. Who's gonna verify that they don't?
See, nobody.
That's right.
See, who said they? I think they got more than a quarter right now. For what they would say, won't be now. I think they were saying they allow them only have like 30 or something like that there, man. And, like I said, I think that they done sold some stuff to Iran.
And then the missile technology it may have also because Iran got great missile.
Yeah, right. And so that's why they're bragging now, and that's why they, you know, and they're saying now, for sure, the United States we might not be able to get to the United States and do some damage there like we want to, but all the allies, yeah, they gonna catch it big time.
Definitely Israel.
Oh yeah, definitely Israel.
But believe it or not, Israel won't be their first target.
Okay, why?
Saudi Arabia is going to be their first target.
Yeah, the Saudi is their worst enemy.
Because that's where our 7th fleet is at.
Yeah, in the Persian Gulf, right, all line now. So definitely so that's what they said. That's what they was talking about. In other words, we might not be able to get directly come over here to the United States, but that contention that we got out there in the Gulf and all around there, and in the base there, and then the Saudi, like they're gonna catch it. See, and so. So we see that this thing is really tensing up now because, and they said another reason why they got out of it is because the European Union, although they said we want to keep it up, but they could not keep up the quota because the United States has some power, man.
I keep trying to tell y'all.
The United States has some power, and so the United States get. Germany was one of the last ones, a whole lot, and they just almost collapsed Germany, and so Germany had to back off of it and everything here and say, okay, you know, because with these new sanctions that they put on there and start messing with the companies and stuff. So this thing is tensing up. It's getting very serious. And now I think the UK or somebody took one of their super tankers,
Yeah.
and that just added to it now.
Add to it. They
On the
promised
borders
to
of the United States.
Right. And them sanctions?
Did you hear about the F-35? I'm waiting for you to say about that.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh, you haven't heard?
Uh-uh.
Israel was the first country to use the F-35 in an actual military engagement. They flew a F-35 over Tehran and took pictures. They didn't even notice the plane was in the sky.
Wow.
Oh, really?
That's
Dang.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
it's there.
F-35.
Their radar didn't pick it up.
Yeah. The 400s didn't get it?
Well, and this is where contention with Iran and Russia is getting ready to start, because Iran is saying there's no way in the world that they was able to penetrate the radar without Russia giving them the codes to the
How to jam it or how to like that. Yeah, because that 400 is supposed to be able to
they're
do it.
supposed to be able to detect that.
Yeah. But you see, here's the thing that a lot of folks don't understand. Yah has something to do in those things. It was just like in the 6-Day War there. And in some of the wars there, Egypt called Russia in over there and said, hey, y'all equipment ain't working right. Y'all must be done did something. And when they went over there and checked it all out, everything was working fine. They said, we don't know what had happened. But y'all know. Y'all come in there and hey. And he still got that power. See? Yes.
Those don't know, the new bills don't know who Yah is. Can you explain who Yah is?
Yah is the name of our God. See? That's his name. See? That's his short form name. And that's the name that we don't have no controversy with, and people, the enemy being able to get in there and have some problems, you know. There's some that call him Yahweh, 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 and Yaakov, and all. And that's a long form name, but we use Yah. And you find that, of course, in Psalms 68:4.
Amen.
It's right there in the scriptures there to let us know who that is. And he's the God of Israel.
Amen. Amen.
See, and he still gets in the way and the things. It's just like now. I was looking at a special, and now they're beginning to acknowledge the fact that these UFOs and stuff that they've been seeing is just going forth now. So even they at one time they didn't want to believe that there was somebody else interfering with it, and a power greater than what we can do. And now they find out, hey, they're running into things now that hey. Put them to shame.
Actual Navy pilots coming out and saying, hey, we seeing.
Because they didn't want this religious thing to take over and take head. And that was the very reason why they wanted to do that. Because they figured that everybody gonna get religious and all that stuff there. But the Bible has always been telling us that God interferes and do those things here, and he has a superior power than those things here. Now they're beginning to realize that there is some things out there that is superior to us.
There's a guy on YouTube who was able to actually summon what they call UFOs.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So all these things are things that's not surprising. And Yah's going to interfere with more than what they think. But they had one of them that had one of the fastest planes they had. You know, they sure and that thing just toyed with it. Yeah. You know, so they had to admit that, hey, you know, we way behind on technology. See, and therefore, Yah is our only hope. See.
Only a hummingbird can do that.
Yeah, had that.
Yeah. Quickness.
Yeah. They went all around them. They went past them, and then they come back around and caught up with him behind. Yeah, they just left him. Just let them know that, hey, you think you got something? Almost faster than the radar can detect. You know, it's just that fast. So, dear folks, they ain't seen nothing yet.
Amen.
See? But all these things are things and signs enough to let us know that here we have hope. See? And we don't have to give in to all the things that's going forth on the earth. But there are dangerous things that are coming up on the earth. As California. Y'all saw what happened over there.
Earthquake.
That earthquake. And not only that, but then now they're thinking that the aftershocks is going to continue on for maybe another half a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Turn the city up.
One part said, like, for years to come.
Yeah, right. See, because you got them faults in there, especially that big fault.
Yeah.
Uh,
That is Andreas' fault
yeah.
right there.
And so anything that really shake it up and everything there just have a rippling effect. And so that's actually what the aftershocks is all about. Is other things are settling in there and having an effect on it and all that there. And there's affecting it. And so they've had, and so they expect them to continue on having these aftershocks. And that's pretty big for them aftershocks that they're having.
I'll make some people move from California.
So they asked, once again, they asked the person that had it running, say, well, what do you do when you do it? Do anybody know what you're supposed to do when you if you're in an earthquake?
Stay where you at.
Fine, you got something. Get under a table or something.
The safest place to be, do you know where that's at?
Your door frame.
Outside.
Used to be outside.
Oh.
Outside.
Nothing to fall on top.
That's it. Outside. Don't run into a building and all that there. No. That's the most dangerous. That's the terrible place there.
Well, you want to stay away from the tall buildings. You want to stay away from
Right. You want to get out and wide open.
Right.
And the more wide open you can get, the better you are.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. A lot of folks get killed and everything on buildings and stuff falling on them and those things. Yeah. So there's the dangerous part there, Then
If they can make it.
you are, that's true. But you would think that, hey, I run to be a building, that's the safest thing. No, that's the worst thing.
That's the first thought people would have.
Yeah.
Running inside.
It's amazing they didn't have any, what they call that, when the ground come up, when you get the big waves.
Tsunami.
That's because the earthquake caused that. I was surprised they didn't have it.
Well, listen, the epicenter was more than land and everything else. So the point of it is that it kind of helped it out there, Yeah, but you would think so, that. But see, with a place where you got a lot of faults and everything there, the waves and stuff, the waves don't get a chance to transfer through the ground and everything like it would to get the tsunami to get out there to the water, because those different faults divert it off.
Right.
See, and so you don't get a full strength, one. So, but they expecting that to happen. All these are signs there, folks. These signs are still popping up and letting us know that we're in the last days. Y'all done told us what's going to take place. And now we're seeing these things come to pass. They've been hollering for years about it. One of these days, these things going to hit. And just as we see it's going on now, they're living in a dangerous time. And if we haven't got the safety of Yah, you just in trouble. I don't know what you do. Yeah? Well, I guess you can get a fallout shelter, but if the ground open up right there,
Fallout shelter go.
yeah, that open up and you down in there, hey, still don't do you no good. So, it's just, we still need y'all, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And our Bible says, watch and pray always,
Amen.
that we might be worthy to escape these things.
Amen.
But hey, Be wise, though, just like I told you what the safest way to do it is wise, We need to have those things. We need to have safety things and all those things because we're having all these things that do take place. And like I said, we'd be surprised how dependent we are upon these things now. Boy, because I tell you, our electric went off about 3 times last month. And man, it's just, it's weird how just the electricity gone, how dysfunctional it makes you.
Yeah, right.
Make you laugh at yourself.
I went up yesterday, for a little bit. Let me see. No, that was a day before yesterday. The big break. What you call that thing?
Transformer?
Transformer. Yeah, transformer blew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No air at all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I say you'd be surprised how dependent you get on it.
Yeah.
My wife, yeah, she was in there when we had to keep cool and everything. Then she rested. I said, "What's wrong with this woman? Yeah. She got to have a television or something going on, or a radio or something. She just, oh man, she just. So she said, I'm getting up, going to get that finite radio. I got the radio and the battery operated radio and everything. So she said, I'm going to find that radio. She done stared at that. And first thing she hopped up and thing, I heard click.
Back over.
No, she flipped the switch. She flipped the switch on. We both had to laugh. Yeah, to show how you dependent we are. He was talking about the electric on that. The first thing you know, she got out and head out the room there to go to the other room there. She clipped it. Hit the switch.
Automatic.
Then after she filed and came back through, she hit it again. Habit.
You got another one.
But yeah, we laughed about that.
We have to laugh about those things.
Yeah, we do. We laughed about it too, But she was kind of happy, I got the battery operated radio on there and everything. So she calmed down. She was kind of happy then. After she got her noise going. So you'd be surprised how you get adapted. You get attached to certain things, and it's just kind of like automatic. The body gets adapted to it and it just automatically do things. So let's train up our body to do right. So when things get terrible and hard and everything, it automatically do the right thing rather than the wrong thing. See? So, all right, on that end there. Okay, let's see. All right, we're going to have our second song. Let's see. We won't have no bounty input today and all those things there because of that factor that we had our Torah service. All right, if y'all receive a song at this particular time, they'll give it to you there. Ancient of Days. So we're going to ask you to stand. Oh yeah, yeah. Blessing and honor, glory and power, be unto the ancient of days. On every nation, all of creation, all before the ancient of days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne. And worship you will be exalted, O God. And your kingdom shall not pass away. O ancient of days. From every oh yeah. Lord, we just continue to celebrate. We worship you not only with our mouths and with our hands clapping and feet dancing. Lord, we worship you on our hands. Lord, yeah. Lord, prophesy.
Glory, 'cause he's worthy.
Is worthy to be praised.
Worthy. The millennium's gonna have 1,000 years to praise him. Not only a few hours, but 1,000 years.
Snap that $1,000.
Yes. Coming up. Don't wanna miss it.
Amen.
We'll get our chance to.
Hallelujah.
And
Before the
this little,
king.
and this little time that we got here now, this little thing that we got, won't be a twinkling of an eye. It won't be, this little 70 years or 80 years that we get, hey, won't even thought about it. 500 years from now, we won't even think of what was that doing back
Oh,
there?
coming to my.
What's going on?
Amen. Amen.
We look back and be like, we were such a foolish people.
Yeah. Right. And to show you how I'm talking about how fast that time goes, even in our day right now, you sit around and you still skip beat people, and next thing you know, it's 5 years since you met them,
That's right.
5 or 10 years since you talked to them. Kids, you don't remember the little babies, next thing you know, they done grown up. Yeah, there you go.
Amen.
There you go. That's it.
It's just like people that used to live next door.
Uh-huh.
They done grown up. If I seen them walking down the street, I wouldn't even recognize them.
Yeah, I know it.
And then one of them got 9 kids. Never would have thought.
I didn't recognize you though.
It's funny how, like on go down to my hometown, where I was born there and all those things there, and some of them kids were small children. Now they'll recognize me,
Yeah.
and they'll call my name out and everything, and I'll look at them.
Who's your mama?
Yeah, right. That's what I asked them.
Your parents is.
Yeah, cause hey, you don't even know who I am, do you? You're right. I sure. Cause they done changed. They done grown up. Child,
Times is bad.
you just don't see them, but 20, 30 years, you done been gone. And I guess in our time, just think about if you live 500, 600 years and you try to remember back to, you wonder, wow, that little time that I thought that wasn't no time at all. See? Therefore, hey, what you want? Which way would you want? I think it's worth it.
Man.
I think it's worth this little time of discipline here now to get ourselves in line, to get our time ready for, because, I know our young folks, they think that, hey, what's going to be with me? I'm going to miss out on everything. I ain't going to have no time to join up. I ain't going to have, hey, some of the stuff you need to, some of the stuff you don't need to be messing with anyway.
Right.
But of course, I know I can't tell you that because, and I know you can't see that because, hey, at your age and stuff, I was kind of the same way, I just, like my brother, he said, yeah, that's grandma, she just a generation gap, that's what they start
Don't like
having. Yeah. They just don't understand, that was back for their day and all that. But let me tell you something there, folks, these things are true, and we are living in the time when these things is what we need to get ourselves ready for. Because let me tell you, we're living in this time now that things are moving so fast and changing so quick.
Yep.
We ought to see that in the electronic world and stuff. You go buy something and everything there, and 6 months later, it's outdated.
That's right.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. We was on 4G, now we going to 5G.
Yeah, right. I mean, and everything is faster. And
Sure is.
So I keep up with it.
well, when they come up with 1G and 2G, well, we go, woo, well, we was, woo, man, we nah, hey, they ain't through. They're gonna be,
They going nothing.
they're gonna be doing some.
Air cars.
You know, I remember when I first come out, and we was talking, we walking around, and they were saying, man, you know, they got a plane that can go faster than the sound and everything there. And it just reminded me when I was a little boy, that sound fantastic to us. Oh man, you gotta be crazy. You can't. How you want to run the noise? You don't want to generate the noise. How you want to run it? And I remember. Friend of ours that he pointed out to us. He said, you hear that noise? They said, yeah. He said, well, there's a plane right up there. And it was out. The plane was out in front of the noise, and you know, but it wasn't that far out in front of it. But now, man, they got some stuff. Man, they had a plane the other day that cracked it, man. Let me tell you something. He was way out in front of the noise.
Might be the one I seen because they fly over the job all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tried to run out there and see it. By the time the sound was right here, and he was out of sight.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, in my day, when they first come out, it wasn't like that. I mean, if you can hear that, they're like, you would always be able to see the plane. You know, it wouldn't be that far ahead of it. But now, man, these planes now.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons why they got rid of the Concorde.
Right.
Is that right?
The sounds breaking sound barrier over populated areas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Boy,
They had a lot of crashes too.
Yeah, we had one.
But that was enough.
I mean, how many planes crashed?
Yeah, a lot of money and stuff, people died.
So, dear folks, we're living in a fantastic time. See, and just have a couple of imagination of man and those things there, and then again, man's imagination is becoming reality. Stuff that we all got now that y'all play with and everything there. In my day was imagination. Was you know?
Mud cakes. Mud cakes.
See? Well, you know, you just stuff that we saw then and was talking about it and all those things, yeah, like wrist watches and stuff like that that did certain things there. And well, I was fantastic. You know, Dick Tracy had a watch that had an alarm on it to wake him up and all that stuff there and all that. Woo, man, that was fantastic. I said, woo, man, that was just supposed to. But now, hey.
And you talk to it.
Yeah, right.
Well, they do have one just like that now.
Yeah, I mean, but these are things now just common.
Talking to
Yeah, you can see it too.
answer.
Little kids be out there playing with stuff that was stopping us and everything, and it's just common to them. Almost all of them get on there and can get on there and be playing the videos and playing the stuff on. I thought one time that I saw a little kid out there on it. I saw he just playing, but he knew what he was doing.
Running real fast.
But dear folks, even the faster we learn, the more dumber we get. See, when it comes to the reality of the things that, you know, that's going to grab us forth, and therefore, let us never get disconnected from the true thing that causes us to go forward on those things. All right, I'm going to ask you to bow your heads, Father Baraka. Bless you, Lord, our God, King of the universe. have given us your Torah, the writings, and the prophet, and the writ had the shy by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligent teach them unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Our Torah read for this week's Parashah is taken from the book of Numbers, Mabed, the 16th chapter, starting at the first verse, through the 18th chapter and the 32nd verse. That is Numbers 16:1 through the 18th chapter and the 32nd verse. Our Haftorah reading is taken from the book of 1 Samuel, the 11th chapter, starting at the 14th verse, through the 12th chapter and the 22nd verse. That is 1 Samuel 11:14 through the 12th chapter and the 22nd verse. This week's Parashah is Parashah 38, which is Korah, which means ball.
Say it again.
Huh?
Korah.
Yeah, Korah.
Korah.
Which means ball. Our scripture reading will be taken from our Haftorah reading, which will be given by Shamash. Let us give him our undivided attention as you read the word of Yah to us.
Shabbat Shalom. Scripture reading is taken from 1 Samuel, the 12th chapter, 12 through the 18th verse. 1 Samuel 12 through 18, and that's page 309 and 310. It says, when you saw that Nasach, the king of the people of Ammon, was attacking you, you said to me, no, we want a king to rule over us. When Adonai, your God, was your king. Now here's the king you have chosen, the one you asked for. See, Adonai has put a king over you. If you will fear Adonai, serve him, obey what he says, and not rebel against Adonai's orders, if both you and the king ruling over you remain followers of Adonai, your God, then things will go well for you. But if you refuse to obey what Adonai says and rebel against Adonai's orders, then Adonai will oppress both you and your leaders. Now therefore, hold still and see the great deed which Adonai will perform before your very eyes. Now is wheat harvest time, isn't it? I am going to call on Adonai to send rain and thunder and rain. Then you will understand and see how wicked, from Adonai's viewpoint, is the thing you have done in asking for a king. Samuel called to Adonai, and Adonai sent thunder and rain that day. And all the people became very much afraid of Adonai and Samuel. May Yah add a special blessing to the reading of the word.
The problem with us and the problem with mankind is not the fact that we're gonna succeed and we're gonna move forward in some things and all those things, because God have inherently placed those things within us, and we have beings and all that is helping, giving us knowledge, and Satan wasn't just the only one. There's other that bring knowledge to mankind and to do those things there and feed us the wrong things, or feed us things that we ain't ready for yet. See, and of course it becomes wrong when if God say leave it alone for now. See, and but nevertheless we're in God's image, and He expects us to fully to go forth in those things. But remember, we are composed of those things that can be good for us if used the right way, and the very same thing can be bad for us if used the wrong way. That make any sense?
Yes.
See? We can use these hands here to bring forth honor and good to us and glory to us, and we can take these same hands and do stuff that brings us shame, dishonor, and all kind of problems. Same hands, not some other hands, the same ones. It was God that gave us those hands. So somewhere in between that action and everything, there comes some other things that had to happen. And God knew that we needed rules and regulations. Okay? And therefore, but it had to operate a certain way. And here's another thing that we have not learned the lesson. See? Because we just have a problem. God brought Israel out of the land, brought them forth out, our ancestors, especially, dealt with us special above all the other nations, and yet still, we still didn't understand those things. What was wrong with us? See? Typical children. See? We want to have our way, and we think our way is the best.
That's right.
And y'all saying, no, it's not. I have some plan for you. So if things ain't going good for us, or what we classify as good, that's it. And see, and we ain't even smart enough, and I keep telling you, we ain't even smart enough to know what's good for us. You said, what do you mean by that? They go, you all the time talking down, you all the time down us. I guess I am in one respect down. But what I mean by that there, we thought at one time that building that tower, we thought that was a good thing. That was a smart thing. That was wow, oh man, yeah. See? But that wasn't a wise thing at all. But at the time, we thought it was. Because we didn't understand all the dangers and everything that was going along with that. And that's why even when I remember,
Right.
it's just too scary now. If you got a little trouble, like you might get, get a little knot upside your head, get beat up or something like that, get out of it. But you now you die.
Right.
Quickly.
Everybody all packing and everything and all that. Hey, and ain't no room for playing.
So if you get fight with someone that don't have a gun and you whoop him, hey, next day he gonna get him a gun. Yeah. And you gotta look over your shoulder and stuff, but hey, he gotta get you.
Then you get in the car, so you got a low ride from then on.
Right.
Become a target.
And our day, low ride was a style. It was a style. That was, but now
It's escape.
yeah, right. It's a safety.
It's songs of lean and gangster lean or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a safety thing. It was a stylish kind of thing. Hey, all the guys, had little cars and stuff, and they lean over there to the side. They drive it, man. Oh man, that was the sport, there, man. That was it, man. Now you see them all leaning and everything there. Hey, yeah, that's right. It's for safety. You see, I didn't know that. See, so I finally asked the guy that there. He told me. And sometimes you think you know something, and you doing something. That's why you got to be careful.
Follow what other people do.
That's right.
The reason.
That's a shame. All these young people prison is being full of them in the cemetery.
That's
Yep.
the truth. That's the truth.
Prison and cemetery.
That's the truth.
And a lot of them are hollering about the inequities of what the the police and what them people are doing and all that stuff there and doing all that stuff there. But yet still, we got a propensity See, to go against authority for some reason. I ain't just, just like I said, hey, police stopping everything, everybody, our feet get light.
Take off.
We ready to take off running. We ain't learned you can't outrun them bullets. I guess they think so. They got this guy that jumped out of his car, and do you know he said that was none of my car. I didn't do that. The police said, "You crazy?"
You didn't pick me in the car. So,
Yeah, right. You can't tell me. He said, "Look, man, we was chasing you. We saw you when you jumped out the car. We're looking at you."
Did y'all see the dude who jumped off the bridge?
Huh?
Did y'all see the dude who tried to run from the police and jumped off?
Yeah, fell out that right. Yeah.
How stupid can you be?
That was here in Tulsa.
I know.
Right. That was here in Tulsa. Right.
Hey.
He got out of the edge of what's called that thing. You can't come get me here and everything. Right. And the police just said, okay. Then as soon as the arm got tired, you ain't got that other. Down he went. Then they got him in. He was all broke up.
You used to run from the police and run up in somebody's driveway or, on private property. They couldn't come bother you then, And then they couldn't chase you from one state to the other state or either from the city to the country.
Yeah.
so you saying they couldn't get you when you're on private property?
No, they had to wait till you used to be, you had to wait till you come off of that private property, Yeah.
No, that next county police be after you.
Yeah, back in our day and stuff, if you was out on the road and everything there, and you got your private property, and maybe he was trying to get you for a ticket or something, he couldn't give you no ticket on you had to wait till you out on the street.
Yep.
And so that's what they do. They'll wait till they your car and everything. When we see it, but they if you got on private property, they could come on and you write your ticket and stuff on private property. But things have changed now.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go to Israel. God have, you think you're having trouble with your children? God having trouble with his children.
Amen. Amen.
Our forefathers.
And us.
Huh?
And us.
Exactly. There you go. Number 16. You would think that we would learn some lessons, but that's why I keep saying I don't know what the hope of mankind was the way we is, but we just seem like we just don't learn all those things. And God even brought it to attention. Remember last week, God had told them to go up and take the land. They sent out the leaders there, and then come back and got the report and everything. And then finally, Moshe shamed them so bad that they decided, well, we're going to go up now. And God said, no, timing is wrong. I done moved on. I done gave you a verdict.
Right. And they didn't like the verdict.
And they didn't like the verdict.
They thought they could change.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see, and that's why I say consequence, choices have consequences. Okay? And you like I tell guys and stuff, hey, I want to do this and all. I said, well, don't get married. Ladies and stuff, I want to do that. Hey, don't get married. Because marriage have certain consequences.
That's right.
By them not listening to y'all, they got their verdict earlier.
That's it.
Because they was going to die, but they just died earlier.
Yeah, that's right. That group there and got a bad whooping on along with it. See? Once God had made up his mind on things, hey, that's why I said, we better fear our God. Because who can change his mind if he said, I moved on to step B. Now who gonna make it say, no, you gotta go back to A? Ain't nobody. See?
Hey, closest man who was closest to y'all couldn't change his mind.
That's right.
You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, right. How you gonna right?
Right.
But we didn't even have sense enough to even realize that. Ain't that something? We ought to have at least have enough sense to know who the butt. Dogs and other animals have more sense than others. They know who the buddy is too.
Yep.
So it seems like that Moshe didn't even attempt to try to change his mind because, hey, he said your children gonna go into the land, but not you.
Yep.
So it's still Israel.
We go to 16th chapter of Numbers and start reading the first verse there. See what happened. Now after all this done happened, they got whooped down and then killed and everything, and they come out back, like a whoop puppy, with his tail between his legs, and then coming back down. And you would think, oh, they don't learn a lesson now. Surely they. Yeah. God said, hey, I got some help for you now. I'm gonna give them ZZs and all that to keep your mind and all that. You would think, hey, they ain't gonna mess up no more after this. No, not Israel, no, man. Start reading there.
16:1 says, Now Korah, the son of Yitzhar, the son of Kehat, the son of Levi, along with Dathan and Abiram, the son of Eliab, and On, the son of Pelet, descendants of Reuben, took men and rebelled against Moshe. Siding with them were 250 men of Israel.
Notice this. They rebelled against who? Moshe. Moshe was the guy that they went up to and said, we done sinned. We done did what's wrong. And Moshe told them, don't do this and don't do that. And they still ain't learned to go by authority. They still, got their own. He went and got him some firstborn because they was upset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they done saw all the miracles that's been brought through Moshe. How can you bypass all that stuff? Don't we learn? Don't we learn from anything that done happened to us? I don't know, but I know our forefathers apparently, but they just something wrong with them.
They had other things. They had something that blocked that. That was that envy against Moshe.
Yeah. Well, how would you get against the very person that you got to come to go talk to? You already said that. Hey, we don't want to talk to God. We don't want to talk to our God no more because we're scared of him. So we're gonna listen to you, Moshe. All that stuff that they said just went out the door. They just made them out of liars.
They just said, Moshe getting beside himself.
They the one helped gave him that authority. You go and we'll listen to you. But sometimes we'll do those things there because we ain't, we get it confused and we think that, oh well, I can do that. He ain't doing something that ain't nobody else doing. A lot of folks do those things there. And like I said, you look at somebody else doing some stuff like that, and you think you can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And we'll give to that. Like I said, hey, I remember my job. I saw my boss. He would carry those tours through there and carry those people through there, and then he would talk up for our lab and everything there, so we get jobs and everything there. He would talk up for them and all those things there. So we'd have tours to come through there, even from other oil companies and everything, there. And he would drive me. So I saw him do it many times. So I said, I could do that there. I could have right there. But You can see something and everything, but it ain't like it until you get in that position.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah.
It ain't like it until you get in that position. See, you can talk all you know and everything, sit down there, all that.
Opposition.
See,
That's right.
so my boss, he said, okay. He saw, so he asked me, he came and asked me. He said, you think you can do that? And I thought I could. I'm just showing you how the thing is. I thought I could. You know? And I was doing pretty good at first there. As long as I stayed on key and
Yeah.
stayed on key and all that. But then when somebody asked me some other questions, boy, I was lost in the jaybird. Boy, I got to tap dance and I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. See? So what you think you see and what you think you know and what you do, and I was just standing in that little rotor. But when they ask me some questions outside of those things there, that tie into it and all of that, I was lost.
You was looking at the format.
Yeah, right. And as long as they stayed within the format, I could handle it. But see, there's a lot of other things that my boss was doing and everything that tied into that. He knew how to tie those things in, and that I didn't know.
Subsections.
And so that's what a lot of folks, you sit out there, you look and you see it all, and then you say, well, I can do better now. I can. Yeah, but you ain't seeing all the other stuff. You just only seeing that one thing.
That's right.
See? Go to the 12th and 13th
Okay.
verse of this same chapter.
12th verse says, Then Moshe sent to summon Dathan and Abiram, the son of Eliab. But they replied, We won't come up. Is it such a mere trifle, bringing us up from a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the desert?
Now here, you see here? Here's what they had come up with and thought. And then they showed they was against authority. And that's why I say, I don't care how much you don't like it and everything there, the police is given a certain authority. And when they say, halt, don't be running and all that stuff there, you need to respect that authority. That's why they get them guns and stuff on there and them clubs and stuff on there for. And I don't like it. Hey, whether you like it or not, they are the one that's the authority that they have.
But the question is, what happens when they step outside of their authority?
See? Well, somebody else has to take care of that. See? But it ain't for you to take care of that. I mean, at the moment there, you can't take it.
Well, the reason why I ask is because there are laws on the books that say a police officer can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
So when they do this, as a citizen, you have the right to say, no, you can't do this. This is against the law.
Yeah, well, that goes to a certain extent and everything there. Whether or not you do have that authority. But we're supposed to have that authority.
Supposed.
Yeah, right.
Let's be quiet and just follow.
But my point of it is that running, ain't nobody, none of them got no authority. You ain't got no authority to say, no, I ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna keep running. I ain't seen that on the books nowhere, you know. If the police tell you to halt and everything like that, and it's just, you know, you're supposed to abide by that.
Right.
They have authority to tell you to do that.
Usually you run, you
And, or they tell you to move over there and then you get, because you cause a problem and stuff there. They have that authority to do that. Now I agree with you, and I'm saying you have a problem on all ends, but you know, Moshe had the authority. Here's the thing of it is, Moshe had the authority to call them together. They caused all this trouble, came against Moshe and all that stuff there, brought all kind of accusations up against Moshe. And so Moshe said, okay, I want y'all to come to the tent of meeting. And we're gonna discuss this thing. We're gonna talk this thing out. And who are you to tell us what to do? Who are you to come telling us what to do? We ain't coming.
They want to say the whole community is holy.
Yeah.
If the whole community is holy, you wouldn't be having this problem.
They thought they were all. They thought they was all equal to Moshe. They thought that they was and Moshe didn't have no right to rule over me. As a matter of fact, he of the wrong tribe anyway to be talking about ruling over us.
Yeah.
It's the firstborn that should be the one that has rule.
Reuben.
That's right, Reuben. And he wouldn't get some people from Reuben that thought that too.
Yeah.
See, you always, when you go against authority, you're always hunting out people to go along with your plan. And let me tell you something. Yeah, let me tell you something. Boy, let me tell you something. You know, all the time.
But Reuben robbed it, buddy.
Well, y'all have to take care of those things, yeah. But sometimes you take it a nice way, and sometimes you don't. And so you have to be careful about going against authority. So that they show where the big problem was, that they didn't like the authority of Moshe.
Right.
That's what it was all about. And they said, we ain't gonna come up.
See, the thing about it, Moshe was the one that God was communicating.
Of course.
And I'm saying, how the way you can see, y'all want to communicate with the whole community?
People will imagine anything.
Mhm.
People will imagine anything they want to imagine.
It's just get their own way.
They get their own eye right.
But see, when you got hatred, yeah,
Yep,
that's what
that's true.
stems.
They flat didn't respect his authority. Yet still, they're the one that gave it to him. Because after that 2-mile run, when they thought they was equal with God, when they thought they was equal with Moshe and everything could do whatever Moshe could do, so Moshe said, "Come on, let's go." And when God started rolling out that voice and everything, boy, woo! It ain't as easy as you think it is. And, so see that they went forth and but they forgot one thing, and please don't forget this. Our God is a God that do certain things a certain way, and this is what they forgot. And as the brother said, we still the same way. After all these things here, we still ain't learning. We still the same way. God is the one that told them to bring them all to the tent of meeting. And when they refused that, they thought they was going against Moshe's authority. But whose authority was they really going against?
God told him.
See, and there's the thing there's where the danger part. There's where the problem come in at.
See, they was had that jealousy, between, against Moshe relationship they had with God.
That's it. See? We hadn't said it, we all holy, which is right. God did say that the whole house of Israel was a priesthood. See? But you have to take these things under certain degrees, and you can't get them out of the perspective.
But I thought that y'all, this is what y'all wanted them to be. they didn't follow up to be that.
Oh, well, right. They didn't follow through on, but he had told them that they had been selected for that. They was.
Right.
Just like there's a lot of the Levites and the house of Aaron was selected for the high priest and everything, but a lot of them didn't live up to it. See? And so here, and it's a situation here. But that's what they're feeling. They show what their feelings were. Read that again, 12 and 13.
Then Moshe sent to summon Dathan and Abiram, the son of Eliab. But they replied, "We won't come up. Is it such a mere trifle, bringing us up from a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the desert?"
Now, ain't that they said you brought us up from a land flowing with milk and honey. What are they talking about? What were they talking about? The only place that they could have been from to get 400 something years, the only place they could have been talking about was Egypt.
Yeah.
But they don't forget about them whoops and they don't.
Yeah.
They call that milk and honey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got to think about all the food that they was able to eat. They forgot all about the whips. Because they had Moshe in his views. Hating.
You see how so easily we ought to forget stuff?
We forget.
We'll forget stuff quickly, man.
Yep, yeah, sure will.
Situation I'm in. So now, compared to out here and doing all this stuff there, hey, Egypt was milk and honey. Well, why was you hollering to God for years and years and years to deliver you out of that? You to hollering God to deliver you out of milk and honey? Boy,
Hot cakes and buns.
Even if I was in there, I couldn't enjoy it because I know I'm gonna get whooped today.
Hey, that's right. Honey and waiting late at night. You didn't have too much time to enjoy the milk and honey. Because they had you out there on them stones out there and everything now. And making them bricks and everything. But see, we don't forget all about that. Now you done brought us out here to cause us to die. You know. They don't understand. And you got to be careful about how you say words. What was God's feeling about this? Now, we know what their feelings was, but what was God's feeling about that? Start reading at the 14th verse, and we're going to read on. We're going to get a perspective of this.
You haven't at all brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, and you haven't put us in possession of fields and vineyards. Do you think you can gouge out these men's eyes and blind them? We won't come up.
Oh, now notice this. They say, you was the one that promised us that we were going to go to a land flowing with milk and honey.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't delivered on your word. You just lied to us.
Yeah.
They didn't want to take the land.
There you go. As a matter of fact, they came back and admitted in the report. Even brought some examples. A cluster of grapes. One man couldn't handle a cluster of grapes.
How they gonna blame for somebody for something else they didn't do?
Hey, that's the way we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do. When the thing is not on us, we can blame it on somebody else. That's what we're doing. Y'all causing me to do this, and we tell you, we mentioned about that. Y'all was complaining all the time. Y'all get me here late and all that stuff there. Why? Because you always put the blame on somebody else. But when the time comes for him to be a blame on himself there, he never came close to that. See?
They feel like they need to replace Moshe because Moshe had already told them, hey, we're going to wander in the wilderness for 40 years and die. So we can replace him.
They didn't like that term either because they thought at first, Moshe said, you going to take us to a land and flowing with milk and honey. We gonna have it either. And hey, all you did is all we just see you done was to take us away from the milk and honey and bring us out into the desert for us to die there and our children and all. So they were very upset. But read on.
15th verse says, Moshe was very angry and said to Adonai, don't accept their grain offering. I haven't taken one donkey from them. I've done nothing wrong to any of them. Moshe said to Korah, you and your group be there before Adonai tomorrow. You, they, and Aaron. Each of you take his fire pan and put incense in it, Every one of you bring before Adonai his fire pan, 255 pans, you too, and Aram. Each one his fire pan. Each man took his fire pan, put fire in it, laid incense on it, and stood at the entrance to the tent of meeting with Moshe and Aaron. Korah assembled all the group who were against them at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Then the glory of Adonai appeared to the whole.
When Moshe first told them to come on his authority and stuff there, they didn't want to do it. But when Moshe said, okay, y'all come with all y'all authority, and y'all come in there, you say God is dealing with you and everything, so y'all come and show what you got. Now they were ready to come. Then say, we're going to show Moshe up. We're going to do it. He said, bring your fire pans with you and everything, and all that stuff. And we're going to get this thing settled right now. Somebody should have learned something.
You think?
Something ought to be done on something. Certain challenges you just don't challenge.
He just said fire pan. I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
Say something.
That's all right. Somebody burned up before.
That's right.
But we don't forget all about all that, see, because we're living in that charged up attitude, like, hey, what we was talking about last night, he said, the fool get overcharged in his thinking there, and he
Get overconfidence.
He get overconfidence in himself. That's exactly what happened with Korah and Dathan. They thought that they had the goods because, hey, first of all, Reuben and them, they're the firstborn, so they're the one that really should be having the right, and they should be the really one that are ruling, because according to our culture and everything there, the firstborn is the one next in line with authority.
But they know the history of the family.
They should have.
They should have, but
They should know why Reuben ain't at the front of the line.
there are a lot of things they should have known, and I don't know how they forgot it. How did they forget it when Moshe was the one that stretched out his arm out there in that seat part and all that shit there, and then how did they forget that when Moshe's arm was held up and everything, they was winning the victory and everything there, and when it got heavy and started dropping down and everything there, that they started losing. How did they forget all of that? But once we let hatred get in there, once we get envy in there and go against authority, all that stuff get wiped out. I don't care what nobody says. He ain't gonna tell you what to do. He ain't gonna tell you what to do. I ain't listening to him. He ain't no listen to him and nobody. Hey, that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Bad thing to do here.
They get wickedness gets you destroyed.
That's it. Whether you like it or not, everything there, you better respect that position.
Right. Respect that right.
Respect the rank, not the man. That's the model.
That's what I'm saying.
All the woman.
That's right. Whoever got that rank, woman or man or what, you better respect it.
We didn't have to worry about the woman.
They didn't have no females in your day?
Well, they were wax in your day. You had wax.
Yeah. I ain't even see them.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they got them now, so you want to adjust to it at
Yeah,
night.
you got to get this to it now.
Yeah, you got to
They
make
got some of that strokeless too.
so you can imagine a lot of folks have to do some adjustments.
Yeah.
A lot of them women cause trouble too. They call a lot of them, but hey,
You had to salute the car. If the car had a emblem on it, that it was an officer, you salute the car. I don't care who died.
Right.
is that right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Don't get caught not slipping.
Yeah.
No, what was all that teaching us? What was all that teaching?
Respect.
That's right.
But the other way around, if the guy was if he was an MP and he had mosquito wings on him, now I don't care if you, he can lock you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquito wings.
Yeah, well, mosquito, you're talking about private.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The EMP was the policeman.
Correct.
And the generals and all them, sometimes they get out of hand too and everything. And you got to have somebody able to be able to control them. So the MPs, in certain conditions, had authority over everything.
Right.
God also worked that way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moshe had authority over everything there. But there came a time when Aaron had more authority than Moshe. Right?
Right.
Right.
Y'all sure you right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because high priest.
It has to do with authority. It has to do with authority. We've got to learn how to respect authority, dear folks. Because you like it or not, those things that authority is authority. They should have done it for the fact that, hey, but no, they didn't do it. They didn't like Moshe and all those things. And they're on. And so whatever he said do, they didn't want to do. So he said, right, bring your 5 pans and come on in, and we're gonna let you prove out. Let you prove out who is who and what's what. Then you think that that's the way it is? All right. So where'd you start reading it?
Start 20.
All right, keep on reading to 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the 20. Adonai said to Moshe and Aaron, separate yourselves from this assembly. I'm going to destroy them right now.
Did you hear that?
Destroy him right now.
Yep.
Here's the dangerous part about it, see? God said, I done heard enough of this. I want you to get this, dear folks. They did not, God wasn't the one talking. All they heard talking to them was Moshe. The authority that they didn't like. But it really wasn't Moshe that was talking. You said, you just contradict. You said, are y'all following what I'm saying here?
Y'all speaking through Moshe.
Yes. He was telling them Yah's words.
Right.
And they were saying, oh, that's just Moshe talking. We ain't got to pay no attention. Because they didn't care nothing about no authority.
That'd be like, one of your children coming in and say, hey, go do the dishes. Not telling you that daddy said go do the dishes. Just said go do the dishes.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, I ain't doing no dishes. Who do you think you are?
Yep.
Daddy said go do the dishes. Then it makes it different.
Yeah.
Yep, sure do.
And so we see that taking place there. And so read on to the 27th verse.
Okay, 22nd says, they fell on their faces and said, O God, God of the spirit of all humankind, if one person sins, are you going to be angry with the entire assembly? Adonai said to Moshe, tell the assembly to move away from the homes of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Moshe got up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the leaders of Israel followed him. There he said to the assembly, leave the tents of these wicked men, don't touch anything that belongs to them, or you may be swept away in all their sins.
Now Moshe, the rest of the people say, hey, because Moshe done told them something bad about to happen. So they was all scared and say, hey, you mean to tell me God gonna destroy us all? Because of these wicked men? See, it's easy to say something. Now you got. So God gave a chance. I said, okay, if you think they're evil, here's what I'm telling you to do. Get away from them. Move away from them. Don't mess with nothing they say. Don't take none of their bribery. And what I just gave you the other day, I'm going to stay with you. Don't mess with none of their stuff and all that, because they know how to entice you, man, to keep you locked in, keep you on your side. Don't go along with nothing that they got and everything. Get away from them men. Get away from their stuff and clear out. Don't have nothing to do with them. Now that's a whole different thing altogether now. Yeah.
What about the little baby?
What about the wife? Stand by your man. I'm standing by my man. Y'all ladies, y'all gonna stand by y'all man?
She stood by her man because I'm quite sure this argument has been going on for several days. So I'm quite sure wife and husband had a chance to have a conversation about what was going on.
Oh yeah.
I think you're right. I'm gonna stick with you. Don't worry about it. You stay for Moses.
Yeah. You straighten Moses out here because Moses went too far now.
Yeah,
Honey, you doing all right? Hey, I'm staying with my man. Hey, I keep telling y'all, dear folks, and that's what I be telling them for. There's come a time. Now, you won't hear me say this too often because the Bible do say, you have to follow your husband, you know, but there come a time when, hey, get selfish.
I ain't following you off the cliff.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I follow you to the
Oh.
So you say you love me?
Wait a minute. You know that one. Now don't go on there.
I follow you to the edge. I ain't going no further.
Not even there.
The edge is where it's at. Once you cross the edge, that's when the other part of marriage kicks in. The death till we part.
You know for another.
I ain't going off the edge with you.
It's kind of like when we were our sister. We was over there. We was there over the Israel. We went up to the mountains up there, and we were way up there, and we was talking and everything there. And so they said, "Well, come over and look out over the valley." And we was looking over the valley of Jezreel over there, and they was telling about that. That's where the battle gonna come from, the army get and everything there. We was high up looking over there.
Way up there, too high for me.
So y'all drove up there?
Well, we drove and then we walked on up there. And that trail is where we walk on up there. But anyway, they had a side. You get to the side, then you look down and everything. So my sister, she got to a certain thing. She like what you said. She said, "No, that's close enough."
I don't need to go no further.
All right.
I can see just fine. I don't have to look down.
Now, this sister down. We went on over there.
To the edge. See, I might fall on in there.
Yeah. We went on over there, looked at that. Hey,
Might get dizzy a little bit.
right.
I was way up there. Way up there.
Yeah, we were way up there.
Leo, she put your finger there.
Oh, yeah.
I been say jump.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That took over.
But let's see what happened here. They was all standing out there. What happened?
27 verse said, they moved away from all around the area where Korah, Dathan, and Abiram lived.
Now, the folks, God showed mercy. The folks that were saying those things, they left. They looked over there and said, "Hey, y'all on your own. We out of here. We ain't going no further than this here. Yeah, you mean tell you going back? Y'all gonna go with that bullshit? Y'all, yeah, we out of here. See you." They took off. They left. But what happened? See? Read on.
Then Dathan and Abiram came out and stood at the entrance to their tents with their wives, sons, and little ones.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We're gonna really make a show now. Yeah, y'all leave and gone then. Come on, your wife. Bring them kids on too. Lock hands and arms. You know how they do on some of them parades, some of them places where they march and everything there. You lock arms and everything there. You know how that. Hey, you have to take one. You gonna have to take us all. So they locked up there. Hey. I'm staying with my man. Ooh, look, my man. I have a brave man.
Going coming against Moshe.
Yeah. Okay.
But those kids didn't have no choice.
No, they didn't have no choice.
They ain't had no.
There's a wrong place at the wrong time.
Some of the wives didn't have no choice. So some of them probably wanted to go there, but he done locked up with her. Yeah, you go.
Get off me!
Right.
You gonna say, you ain't going nowhere.
My wife go out.
I'm like, hey, I'm going up to the tenant meeting to do a sacrifice. I'll be right back.
But they came out of the show. We just gonna be defiant. We just gonna okay. God and all the rest of the folks to come out and everything. Moshe son? What happened?
28 says, Moshe said, here's how you will know that Adonai has sent me to do all these things that I haven't done them out of my own ambition.
Now, God was showcasing who? Moshe. I want you to get this. God that went past the fact of showcasing himself. God is now showcasing. Because that's where the envy and the hatred and all that done centered off on. All y'all get away from them. All y'all on the Lord's side come on my side over here. You know, and all that. Hey, they done did that and separated. Why she might struggle and everything, but he got a light grip on her. Y'all don't understand. My husband is strong. I tried to get away. Like, hey. But sometimes when we get to talking all that stuff, that boy, they feel it. Hey.
Yeah, fight when they want to.
You know how to put it to sleep.
Fight when they want to.
Hey, you know? All right. Let's see what happened.
Says, if these men die natural death like other people, only sharing the fate common to all humanity, then Adonai has not sent me.
I've been gone right then. I might have hung out there, but when he said that, I'd have been gone. Well, hey, there been a raw battle left. Get out.
It might have been too late then.
Well, no, it's still in time now.
As long as Moshe was talking, you had time.
Right.
Stop talking.
But when he said that, hey, say that again. What he said?
He says, if these men die natural death,
If these men, that's what I'd have been going right there. When he said, if these folks die a natural death, that means you're gonna die of old age and everything. Right then, I'd have been.
But see, but from that statement, you would only think that that's going to affect them. You wouldn't expect it to fall on the children and the wives.
It's all whatever they had.
He done told you to get away from them folks, wicked folks.
But see, right, he had told us before time.
Yeah,
He said, touch not anything.
that's right.
Me. So all those that was on Moshe's side, they went to Moshe.
Yep.
So
But you don't understand. He got my ketubah. He got my money. When you come over, hey, this tent and all this gonna be mine. Hey, I've been gone. Hey, that's right. You have all that. Did you hear the man say? Dad ain't gonna get me nowhere. He said, we died death, natural death and everything else. Then that means that God is, oh, no. I'm out of here.
Moshe been to say something now.
But what happened?
says, but if Adonai does something new, if the ground opens up and swallow them with everything they own, and they go down alive to Sheol, then you will understand that these men have had contempt for Adonai. The moment he finished speaking,
Oh, man.
the ground under them split apart. The earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up with their household. All the people who had sided with Korah and everything they owned.
Everything. Children. Yeah.
Now the question is, was it Moses' idea of their death and y'all just went with it? Or was this something that y'all was saying to Moses, this is how I'm going to do it?
I don't know. Hey.
Why you got that look, Sister Rosa?
Uh,
What I was saying was it just saying, was it just Moses saying, y'all gonna do something new? It just said, well, if y'all decide to ground and they fall in it, y'all sent just using his own imagination for
Yeah, right,
their
right.
destruction. Or was it actually y'all giving him the thought on how he was actually going to destroy it?
I think that was Moshe. Moshe was jealous. That's why he said, if y'all don't do this, y'all haven't sent me.
Right.
So y'all listen to what Moshe was saying.
As a matter of fact, it's probably is something because of all. Just think about all the 10 plagues and all other things that happened. None of them was earthquake.
nope.
So Moshe thought about it and said, "Hey, if he didn't do something that he ain't done before and everything there, and he ain't opened up the ground and then he caused the earthquake to happen there."
But that's just like Gideon.
Come on, Miss
You
Gideon.
know, he asked for a sign. He asked y'all for to wet this
Fleece.
fleece,
He actually
and the ground be dry.
Right, he gave him
So that's what I'm saying. So that's the way Moshe did. Moshe,
Working together.
He said, "Lord, I want you to do something different. I want you to do something. I want you to do something strange, different that you ain't did before." So they won't be saying for sure that this is gonna be something totally different.
You know you did this one.
Right.
Yeah.
he could act like
So they can say it's a natural cause.
And even today, dear folks, that is a strange earthquake. Even today's earthquake. What was strange about that? That even all this time, what was strange about that?
Because
Yes.
they don't come back
So the
together.
mission, these earthquakes now, they're a mission.
Swallowed him like a big old man.
Earthquakes that they have now, it shifts and what you call it, but it don't open up like it just open up, pop, close just like
Like it never was.
yeah.
Nobody-
That's the God that we serve.
Right, no, that's right.
He's a bad boy. He ain't nothing to play with, as you was telling the guy. Yeah, our God's nothing to play with.
No, it's not to play with.
When people come along and want to play with our God, I tell them, hey, you better off not going to get connected with us and mess around with us, and if you're here to be playing around, because you put yourself in danger, because our God ain't nothing to play with.
That's right.
He will kill you.
Oh, that's right.
He'll bring some bad stuff on you.
That's right.
Can't be hypocrite neither.
So, hey, wife, children, but the little innocent baby.
Oh, no.
No, you don't care nothing about that.
Get them all.
Come on.
God ain't gonna let nothing happen to my little innocent baby. That little baby ain't getting nothing to nobody. Yeah, he did. He stuck with you.
Hey, Dave, you can't tell you about the
He messed around in your
Stuck
company.
with you. Destroy Emily.
Yeah. He riding in your company. Some company we got to wise enough to get away from there, folks. Have some sense enough to know that.
Mm-hmm.
He says the wise of heart knows when to leave and divert from evil.
Right.
And Moshe had to class those folks as evil and wicked men. Get away from them, don't they? Yeah, but you know, my husband got all this stuff in, and he got all this stuff. So you will leave that alone? All that jewelry and everything that he got playing for you and everything there, dead ain't gonna help you none. That's why I said dead. Well, I'm living on this spirit here. Okay, living on this spirit.
Korah look at the fact that hey, he was the Levite. So hey, he's saying he has some righteousness, some holiness.
He relied on that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Wait. Yeah, all right.
All right, read 41st. Start reading at the 41st verse there. We're going to kind of get this wrapped up there.
Okay. For the first, it says, but the very next day, the whole community of the people of Israel complained against Moshe and Aaron. You are killed Adonai's people. Yeah,
What is the hope of our folk?
yeah.
You see how our people is?
Uh-huh.
Moshe done made it clear to them and done made it all that. And here the people come back. You done killed God's folks. Moshe made it clear. He said, if God don't do something, ain't that what he said?
That's right. He can say
He let you know where the ultimate power was going to be at, who's going to be executed. And they should have known that Moshe didn't have no power, but yet still they blamed Moshe. The very next day.
They saying, well, see, Moshe, you had to open your mouth and say it.
Mason, you can
Well,
get it on.
because Moshe knew he served the Most High. Moshe knew the position that he had. I'm playing for the other side.
Okay.
So yeah, it was your fault because you knew you was Yah's man. And you knew you had the authority. So you caused this to happen.
But you didn't listen.
But something's wrong here somewhere.
I know they didn't listen.
If you know,
No, they didn't know. He didn't know.
okay, but what I'm saying, even if they thought like that there and knew that I'd be scared of you.
Yeah.
You think?
I would be too. Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll get very afraid of you.
Yeah.
Have that kind of
But these are the children of Israel, though.
It's just like I told my friend, he was telling me about how he was treating his wife, and you know he go out and get drinking and stuff, come in drinking everything in, and he holler at her, "Mama, get up, cook me something to eat." No, do this and all that, and she, you know, and he said he liked that, you know, hey, make her draw that stuff down, and he said he came in.
Yep.
He came in one night and did that there to her. Oh, I draw that, and he said he jumped at her like that. Like, no. Now, how you do it? He said he wasn't going to. He just buffed it on her. Woman, do something like that. You know, he made her run, and she kind of, you know how you react.
Yeah.
And he said she tapped him across the chin. When she did that, he said his knees got weak. He said that one put a blow on him, boy. He said he grabbed it. He had to grab it a whole over because he was going to go down.
Tie her up.
Right. Like the boxers when they want to go down. And he said, hell,
You have to play that off.
Yeah, you want her to see that.
yeah, he played that off, boy. He said, but then on, he learned from this. He said, I ain't good. He said, this woman can do this here. Ain't even playing with it now. Right? Ain't seriously trying to do something here. This one put a whipping on me.
He realized he had a glass jaw.
Yeah. He said, I didn't do that no more. So sooner or later, you know, we have to learn something, sis, or something.
If you just fake it, you just,
No, you can tell, you know, she was tough, you know, but he had just jumped on, he just got on too quick, you know, and then kind of that she. He said, but he said she almost knocked him out, man. So he said, you believe me? I never did that again. He said, I had respect for that woman. You know?
I remember my girls when they were in elementary school, they want to wrestle me and see if they can get me down, right? And I said, no, I don't feel like doing that. Oh, come on, Mom, we can take that, we can get you down. So one took one arm and one took the other arm, and I swung them off their feet. That was swinging them around off their feet. And then they let go. And then I told them, now just think, what if I was mad? They never did ask me to oh,
Yep.
leave me alone.
So we see that, but our folks ain't learned a lesson yet.
Yeah.
And what did they do? Read on to the 49th verse.
Okay. However, as the community was assembling against Moshe and Aaron, they looked in the direction of the tent of meeting and saw the cloud cover it, and the glory of Adonai appeared. Moshe and Aaron came to the front of the tent of meeting. Adonai said to Moshe, "Get away from the assembly, and I will destroy them at once." But they fell on their faces. Moshe said to Aaron, "Take your firebrand, put fire from the altar in it, lay incense on it, and hurry with it to the assembly to make atonement for them, because anger has gone out from Adonai, and the plague has already begun." Aaron took it, as Moshe had said, and ran into the middle of the assembly. The plague had already begun among the people, but he added the incense and made atonement for the people. He stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stopped. Those dying between the dead and the living, and the plague was stopped. Okay. Those dying from the plague numbered 14,700.
Woo!
Oh, keep reading. Hold on, keep reading.
Besides those who died in the Korah incident,
Man. Y'all
besides
been
those who
dropping
died in the
mics.
Korah incident.
That's why I say you don't miss y'all.
Yep.
And this is between the time that he ran to go get the fire pan and put incense in it to get in the middle of the people. 14,000 people died.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Why did he get the fire pan and do that? Why did God settle with the fire pan? Because they had both their fire pans and they were bragging about how their fire pans was going to be salvation for them. They all perished with their fire pans.
Okay. The incense, the prayers of the righteous go up in the incense.
That's right. And for Moshe said, now, show the rest of these hard heads. Show the rest of them that was kind of halfway between. They wasn't really fully half. Show them that ain't nothing wrong with the fire pan. It was them.
Right.
God took the very thing and saved the folks.
See, they were probably some of the ones that when Moses said, "You'll come away from these people," they slowly left.
Yeah, right.
Still had that thought in their mind.
Right.
It's better to decide on the era of caution on this side.
There you go.
See, God brought it all out.
But see, some of them that wasn't full of that, they got dropped in the plague. That's the point I want you to see. They got dropped in the plague before God got finished, because he knew that their hearts wasn't full of right here. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta be very careful now. Hey.
Well, because they were probably amongst those who were condemning Moshe.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There were some of them that the next day that was condemning him.
They crawls back up.
Y'all deserve to be dropped. Y'all qualified. They deserve to drop just like the rest of them.
Uh-huh.
You haven't realized that y'all put this man in charge yet?
Yeah, that's it. How long is it gonna take us to understand that?
Y'all start with the complainers. He get them how long?
See?
That's just to shut up.
That's
I mean,
it.
honestly, it is. It's better to be quiet.
Stop that fire. It's a fire.
Than complain.
That's it.
Well, a lot of those probably was quiet still yet. Cross over.
But see, they can either try to mind. See, look at them.
I don't know nobody that rebels quiet.
Here they go. Come on. But see, they're not charging up now. Look what happened to them. Now, they was righteous men. They had the fire pans and they had the incense and everything that and look what Moshe done did to them. Now, you think that was right? You know how people do that. Yeah. No, I don't think it was right. Yeah. Oh, there you go. got a little click on now.
A little murmuring.
Yeah, they treat us different. They ain't treating us alike.
Murmuring.
They treat them now all us. Wait a minute now. You just got through saying, be spared from the mouth of the earth. You ought to be glad about that. But we ain't happy about that. We still going to complain.
Still ain't.
How many was it? 14,000?
700.
Woo! God will work with it, wasn't it? And Moshe did. Now, if Moshe was like, what should it? Moshe would say, take your time, Aaron. Take your time. But he said, run. You notice that what he said? He said, run. Quick, go get that and go do that now. And go do it.
Because y'all was already killing me. That's when he was saying that kind of thing.
But see, well, I'll get around to it. There's been a lot of folks.
Gotta get back where everybody at.
But at least he obeyed the authority of his brother. And the younger brother at that. See, he didn't fall for that stuff about that older brother and all that. See, they probably came to Aaron on that too, Aaron, you the oldest, you shouldn't be letting that old young one. See, because Moshe was younger than Aaron. And they try to pull that stuff there. But Moshe, Aaron said, no, I done learned enough from y'all already. I done learned enough from y'all already. I ain't paying no attention to nothing else y'all got to say.
He probably learned his lesson from the Miriam incident. Not to speak against Moshe.
But he learned a lesson about Israel, about the golden calf.
Right.
Yeah.
People made.
I was hearing, I probably get my staff. You talk, shut up.
Yeah, don't come to me about nothing there, because about my brother stuff, because y'all already get me in trouble right now. I understand. You know, right?
This is why I'm the high priest now.
He said that hey, y'all gonna kill Aaron. Moshe had to pray for him.
Yeah.
See, I'm the reason I got to do all this work here.
Yeah, but what about us in the last days? Go to 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. This is why God tells us to study the Torah. This is why he wants us to keep the Torah. And always stay into that and understand that. It's for us to learn these lessons and learn these things. Second Timothy, the 3rd chapter, and you're going to read the first 5 verses there.
Okay. Says, moreover, understand this. In the last days will come trying times. People will be self-loving, money-loving, proud, arrogant, insulting, disobedient to parents.
Now, let's just stop right there. Most of all that stuff that's here was the very thing that Dathan and Korah was all about. Self-loving. We getting treated different. We ain't getting treated like that. And guess what? Here's the kicker. They were.
Or what?
They were getting treated different.
Right.
Oh, yeah. See, there's the danger part that you got to understand. They get, ain't cheating us all alike. No, you ain't cheated all alike. Because you all ain't chosen the way.
Right.
God couldn't make it no clearer than that when he told them all the time when he dealt with them. Y'all are not on the same level. Dear folks, even today, we're not all on the same level. I know that's hard for us to believe and to take it on, but you ain't.
Some things y'all can trust others with, but you can't trust.
That's right.
Yeah.
God proved that to them over and over again. When they got ready to come down to the mountain, what did God say? What did God do?
Very.
They had areas.
Right, certain level.
They had certain levels. That would let them know right there, y'all ain't being treated. They should have known right there they ain't being treated the same. Why will we let that why will we let that be a problem to us? Because we want to have our own way. That's what it boils down to. And we ain't learned no lesson yet. We still that way even today. It's in the last days. We ain't gonna be lovers of their own self. They're gonna want their way. God, and the same old thing that was happening then, that's what they said then. God deal with all of Israel. That's what they saying, that God deal with us all. Yeah, he deal with us all, but not on the same. He said, you tell them to come this far, they can come. This far the animals can come too. Animals can't come no further than that. Then some of them come on up here, some of them come on up here, and then the rest of them have to stay out there, and only y'all just come up here. And then Moshe, you don't want to come on up on further than that. God was the one that made that criteria.
And a lot of times, people, they might look at Moshe because he had that stammering tongue. Oh, he can't speak well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, look at me, I can speak better than him.
Oh yeah.
They get their own self pumped up over another person because the way they talk.
Right there, they equate this with intelligence. They treat that with intelligence, all right.
As a matter of fact, it is said, by the rabbis that what made Korah feel so different from everybody else is because he was bald. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the rest of them had hair and the beard, and, Aaron had a long beard and all of that, So they said from his birth and all those things there, he was that way from the beginning.
So he was bald headed and no beard.
Right. That's what And so that's why they nicknamed bald. That's what Korah means, bald. And so he thought that which he was special, I guess, because most of them did have, other things. So he thought for sure that means that I'm some special. No, that just means you ain't got no hair.
Different from the other ones.
Follicles are loose. Man. Your follicles are loose.
Different from the rest.
But people can draw all kinds of conclusions and stuff that they want, all those things, yeah. But yet still, he was all confident in the wrong confidence, yeah. But he said in the last days, that's talking about our days, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
And what he says, how people gonna be?
They're gonna be ungrateful, unholy. Third verse, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous.
Unappeasable. What does that mean by unappeasable?
Can't please them.
You can't please them no matter what you do.
Yep.
That's why I told y'all I was working on a lot of stuff, hey. I found out if I turn this way here, someone's gonna be mad and everything else. I turn this way here, I turn halfway and all that, someone's gonna be mad, and I flip over backwards, someone's gonna be mad. I said, hey, look, I'm just gonna try to please just one.
That's right.
And I done told y'all who that's gonna be. Y'all ain't got no surprise about it. I done told y'all.
Yep.
That's y'all.
Yeah.
And whoever it makes mad, he's just mad.
That's right.
Haven't I told y'all that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I tried that way of pleasing this and pleasing that now, and hey, you can't win.
That's right.
Why? Because in the last days, people are, and now you look over there. Now you sat over there too long and talked to her. You too much buddy with her. You don't come over there and talk to me like that. You don't see them doing me like that and all like that. That's why one of the things I told you that we as a group of folks have to operate a different way. We're not going to all have the same relationship with everyone the same way.
Right.
Right? Yeah. You want to say that? Yeah. A lot of y'all ain't going to the relationship me, Keno, and Miles got. Why? Because y'all particularly like that racing cars and stuff.
It might mean because they don't want to get out in the hot sun.
That's right. I'll go to the midnight rain.
Yo,
But we'll go out there.
Mhm.
And so, hey, but that don't mean that we don't care nothing about it and all those things. You know, it's just like there's some here, hey, with the same person, I don't have the same relationship with. Y'all are fishing. I like going fishing, but not like that.
I do all day thing though.
Oh,
You say LB Ball? I go once in the
Yeah.
season. Once in the season.
Right. Yeah, right.
I never will forget when we was down in Jacksonville. Then Hayes was talking about going fishing. I thought he was a fisherman. I thought somebody here had been fishing 10 years.
Yeah. Showed up mine too, man.
Yeah.
I got down there on the bank there and hey, I'm trying to cast out there and then I'm drawing way back and it fell over. It just fell over the bank there. Yeah, the little white ball, he just a laugh.
Oh, you gonna get it. Oh, you gonna get it.
Yeah.
Then when he did, he would go out a seagull would give him bait before he hit the water.
Right.
Them some fast things, but before it hit the water, they get your bait.
Yeah. Them seagulls are set right there in the back of your man.
Yep.
And after I did get it right down. And that time the devil must stay.
Too much airtime.
Yeah. By the time I got it out there, man, hey, that seagull will come through there and clean that bait off for hit the water.
Yep.
I'm glad
Got tricked start doing me like that. I act like I was going, so he take off. So I don't be nothing out there. Then when he fly up, I throw it out there.
Glad to see y'all.
But see, I had to get a practice down doing the faking and all that shit. I was doing all I could. Found a little boy. He just cracking up and everything there. And his dad looked around and saw all those black folks around there, but all the white down there. So he tried to tell him to be quiet. We'll get a bad. When I saw that, then I said, let him laugh. I said, I'm laughing too at my old self. I said, let him laugh. I said, he right. And then he rolled it. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. But I get mad and thinking, you and the story, hey, y'all got special things, hey, there are people there, Jim and Mason, hey, they got, I don't get mad at them because, hey, but we used to have certain conditions and things that where we had relationships that others didn't have because we used to go play basketball a lot. And others didn't want to do that and everything there. So we don't all, we all don't treat one another the same way. And we got to understand that, get used to that, to understand that. No, you don't have all those things. Same thing with the lady folks.
It don't mean you don't love each other.
That's right, that's what I'm saying.
You have to love each other.
There are certain things that y'all have in common, and those things there, it ain't.
Don't get upset about it because it's what it is. What'd you say, sir? Well, all right. Amen.
Amen.
That's it. Amen.
Because you might find out what y'all do like it. If you don't never do those things, But we can always know that's the way it is. But I can't get mad at you. You and so y'all just buddies out of gang. You don't ever be buddy with me. Hey, we ain't got that in common.
Yeah.
But if I need some help or you need some help or you don't know what's going on, hey, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure he will.
Yeah.
And that's what that's all about, dear folks.
But you can't just sit over in the corner and look at me and think I'm involved in fellowship and you sitting over there ain't doing nothing. I mean, you said you gotta, honestly, you gotta show yourself friendly to our friends.
And that's
Our
what I'm
loved one. You got to do that.
We've all got to come to that understanding. But if I let these things form in my mind,
Right.
that hinders me from being that way.
Exactly. Wrong thinking. Amen. Wrong thinking.
I ain't gonna never want to try to be friends with you. I ain't gonna never want to try to give you a call. And I'm trying to learn it because, hey, I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is true. That's the point I want you to see. What you seeing is true.
Communication changes all that.
Yeah, they two are the friends and all that. Yeah, they two going on there, you know. And the very thing that they're doing is the thing that aggravates you. And that's what's messed up. It's just like I said, say, our children, we tell our children everything. And when they come to me, Mama don't want me to do this and Daddy don't want me to do that. And what can I say? Except the fact that what they coming to tell me is exactly true. They don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
But you done took that thing the wrong way. Yeah. Mama hates me. Daddy hates me. He don't want me to do this. He don't want me having. No, they love you. Is the reason why they do those things. But to you, it's a hatred because, hey, they lock me down. I can't go here. I can't do that.
Then they got the lips
You
stuck
got
out. Some little boy break over.
man like a dog. They ain't got crying man like a dog.
That's exactly right.
And you shouldn't expect them to be. They shouldn't tell it like a they're adult kids.
You still a kid. You still don't. Yeah, your thinking is not.
Make good choices, not bad choices.
If you don't follow through those things there, but then still it says in the last days, what else will happen?
Slanderers, uncontrolled, brutal, hateful of good, traitors, headstrong, swollen with conceit, loving pleasure rather than God.
All these things was attributes and things that were flowing in Dathan and Korah and them. And they ain't learn, and even in the last days, we still ain't gonna learn no lesson. We still have that same thing that's happening in those things there. The graveyard is being filled up now. You know, used to say, hey, the graveyard was full of old folks.
That's right.
Used to.
Yep.
Have you lately went through a graveyard, and started looking at the ages and stuff now? It ain't full of old folks.
That's right.
There's some short time between them dates.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be so, oh yeah, 50, 60, 70, 80 years difference. Hey, no, there's some short time between them
Now
dates.
it's like 16, 17,
Right.
15.
Yep.
Somebody make some bad mistakes. Somebody do some bad stuff out there. Somebody ain't mature and ain't. It says that these are things that require. Why it says, evil men shall wax worse and worse.
That's right.
And the more that they wax worse, the more you got to get away from them. That's what God told Moshe to tell him. Your safety is getting away from them evil people.
That's what it says here.
Okay, what's it?
As they retain the outer form of religion but deny the power. Stay away from these people.
Oh, stay with them or what?
Stay away from them.
Oh, not stand by your man, huh?
Yep.
Oh, we'll sneak off. Mama, Dad, Jimmy, I can't go. Hey, I'll sneak off. Where you going? I'm going over so-and-so. I know you lying from the beginning.
Yeah, I know people sneak off and then come back. When we was in school, this guy slipped off. They went up there swimming, and he got drowned.
Yep.
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 Now he left the school, skipped school, and went.
Yep.
They had a mistake.
Yep. They had a mistake. There was this one guy, this one kid that they got 14 or 15 or something. He was running around with some of them other older guys, and they broke in that pawn shop. Everyone broke in the pawn shop, and they called up the grandma and stuff. She thought he was in school. Oh, not my boy. You know. You know, I heard somebody mention something about this morning. I think in y'all cyber school there, that said it went over there telling them about the firecrackers or something there, and they said, "Oh no, they ain't none of my kids." Right.
I got him on video. He ain't on video doing it. But I didn't show her. You know, if I really wanted to push you, I could push you.
But see, Bob, that's what I'm talking about. Children will lie to folks. Your children will lie to you.
See, even the parents lied, but she said that she was out there with them all the time.
Oh,
All the time, firecrackers. My door is facing this way, and I can see everything they're doing.
What do you think the kids
I
got
know good where they are out there. My door is wide open.
She said, "What you doing? Teleporting out there with me?"
this is the last days, dear folks, and that's what he said the situation will be.
Yeah.
So, little folks, let us get these things in line. Let us follow through, and let's do what the scripture said. What did it say?
It says,
Stay away from
stay away from these people. For some of them worm their way into homes and get control of weak-willed women who are heaped with sin and swayed by various impulses, who are always learning but never able to come to full knowledge of the truth.
Them hormones get to kicking in there, folks.
Yeah.
And when them hormones get to kicking in, boy, you got to do what you got.
Sin lies at the door.
Man, hey. Yeah. In closing, dear folks, Yah warns us about going against his chosen. Please understand that God do choose men. God choose. He said in these last days, I'm going to choose certain men that's going to feed my people with knowledge and understanding. After. See? Not after their heart, not after their thought generation, not after what they want to hear, what they want to talk about, but what I mean. And them that is wise enough to follow through on those things, they're okay. You that want to go on your way and all the things, those are the fools. That's according to his word. See? Therefore, he said, well, once again, there's this statement. Well, God deals with us all the same. We don't need no specials on it. If they didn't need a prophet, God said he's going to send it in the last days. You think God sent us something we don't need? We got people right today that don't believe in the Messiah because they say that we don't need that. And besides that, can't no man save me anyway. Well, that whole concept got them in trouble. Because let me tell you something. What Israel didn't know was Moshe had already saved them. They'd have been a gone. Because Moshe threw himself in the front and said, hey, if you can't forgive them, just take me on out with them. And God repented. But remember this. Yah warns about going against his chosen. Yah will take up for his leaders. He will take up for those that, and that's why I said, he said, you should have been afraid. And that's what I was talking about when we was talking there. And even if they even felt that way, but they should have been scared. They even saw what they about to say it.
That's what I said. Sometimes it's best to be shut up. So a whole bunch of things run across your mind. Don't mean you always got to vocalize it.
Right.
Yep.
There's being wise and being silent. But a fool just can't keep. The fool just can't keep his mouth.
Spies with
Fool can seem wise if you keep his mouth.
Yeah, he has to keep his mouth right. But that's a hard thing to do. See. The last advice, don't get rebellious. That's what we're going about. Darren from talking about to keep your mouth, being quiet and everything, but don't get rebellious. Rebellious carry more than just being quiet. Rebellious cause you to go charge up, irritate up, get you a click, and get you to go against.
So I said, I've never heard of rebellion and quietness.
That's right. It don't work. It's not. See. So last thing, don't get rebellious, because
Amen.
y'all will operate, and it will not be in your favor.
Amen.
This is our Parashah for this week here. We trust that y'all will bless you and keep you on that end there. And if God's will, we'll see you next week. And as our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget your Yerushalayim, let my right hand forget her time. If I remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Yerushalayim above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. And now turn your hands over the service.